Hello and welcome to Thursday's video, all about growing your business whilst being in hibernation. I am based in London in the UK and it is cold here at the moment. And I always have this contradiction. I don't know why we forget when we set our January goals that it's actually really cold and dark soon. I think post winter solstice, we get a little bit optimistic, like it's going to be fantastic. But honestly, I am sitting here in full daylight with 3 windows in front of me and it's still as dark as this. But we move. We're doing this. And I also know that you have big goals. You have things that you want to do, have this year, and maybe you just want to knock your own socks off. I had a moment last year when I turned 44 of the if not now, then when. And yes, sometimes it's not convenient. Sometimes I don't want to do it, but we have to find a relationship with that discomfort. And it's still very much a work in progress. So here we go. I want to firstly talk about something that I think people worry about. They worry about clients and in a very extreme way, like, am I ever going to work again? I think this is something that comes up of like, what if I have spoken to all the potential clients ever and like, that's my lot? That's the hand that I've been dealt with. And there are certainly times where I've had those seasons in my 25-year career where I think, is the phone ever going to ring again? Is this ever going to happen? And here's what I can tell you. I want you also to take this and think about what this looks like and feels like for you. Being the light that is guiding. And being that consistent person. Now, you can be on that dimmer switch. Sometimes you can be a full brightness, like here I am. Other times it can just be low and quiet, but it's still there. The light is still there. If you have that continuation and that consistency, when your clients are ready, they want you. They're going to come to you. You will be front and center. Even if you haven't been the loudest, even if you haven't been doing all of the things, they want you. And I also, as a bonus with this, I think that people worry that if they're too much, they're going to be seen as a show off. That they're going to, like, what will people think? And I think that's a real worry for lots of people. I am here to say that in this climate, you need to show up more than you think. Because if you look at the way people are scrolling all day long, it is fast, it's continuous. And so in order to break that scroll and not only break it, but get to that stage where somebody's like, okay, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to research it. I'm going to look at actually what this means and I'm going to make a commitment. You have to be there quite a lot. Number 2, I don't want you to wait until you know everything. And maybe there will be a magical moment in the future where you know everything and you're like, do you know what? I'm good. I've got everything. I am the top of my game. I am a 10 out of 10 expert. Nobody can touch me because I know all the things. It's never going to happen. Also, we are not those kinds of people. We are not those kinds of people who's like, I never need to ask questions because I know everything. And if you are, I would maybe like look at a different way of operating. Ask questions. So that means if you're going to ask questions, it means that you're always going to be learning something new. So that means where you are right now is hugely valuable. Too many people are waiting. I'll wait until after Christmas, next month. People are not buying right now. Whatever the story is in your head, most of it is nonsense. Most days, most seconds of the day, people are spending money. People are opening emails. People are watching content online. It's not true that people are not buying. They absolutely are. Number 3, I want you to think about in this hibernation time, how you can stick to digestible, easy, regular habits in terms of your visibility. I learned the power of a 15-minute moment when I've done my running challenges in the past. And the thing with this running situation is I was waiting. Let me be honest about this. I was waiting until I signed up for a marathon and I was going to do my running training. And that's when I was going to get back on the running horse. And yet I was trying to do that when, I don't know, I had quite a young baby and quite a young toddler as well. And I'd had 2 C-sections. And so waiting for me to be able to run a marathon, just it was so floaty, it was so woolly. And so I came up with this thing of running for 15 minutes. And the sweet spot about 15 minutes is that it's long enough to make a difference. You really get that runner's high, and it really changed my body when I did it for 250 days in a row. It changed my mental capacity. It was amazing for me. But it's also short enough that it's not a big deal. Like, you can just go, come on, it's 15 minutes. I can look at the oven clock in my kitchen and be like, but you're going to be back by 7:30. It's 7:13. Just put your trainers on. Get out the door, and you'll be back for 7:30. It's short enough to call you out on your nonsense. So I want you to think about your visibility in this way. Instead of like, hi, I've turned my light on, or I've completely turned it off, I don't want you to work in those extremes. Instead, I would love you to do this. Think about what you can do in 15 minutes per day. Is it creating a video like this that you are consistent with, that you put on your preferred platform, that you share wherever? Is it that? Is it that you do? Rather than being like, oh, I don't really feel up to it at the moment. And instead, you wait until March to come out of hibernation. Also, I must say this, is that these 5 videos that I put up every single weekday, they're 10 minutes long, and I try and do it in one take. I really, really try. That means I can do 5 videos in less than an hour. And yes, it takes a while to put together the caption and add it to places and do all those things. But generally, it's under an hour for the recording. Yes, I do plan it out in advance, so it is a little bit more. But the recording, come on, Nicky, make the point work. But the recording is quick. Once you're into it as well, you can just rattle through them. It's a muscle that you can build. Number 4, I want you to talk about it. People are urging you to be the real you, to share the information. People are going round and round with so many questions. You only have to go to a networking event or a panel show, and sometimes people will put their hand up and they will ask somebody something, and they will really value that expert opinion. And sometimes that question is so simple and easy to fix, to solve, but because it's been in their head, it's felt like it's blown up to even bigger. So with that in mind, how can you support people with what you know? You don't have to share everything, but it's our roles in society that if we know how to do something, demystify it and share it with the next people. Finally, show all the great things, as people will focus on the negatives. I hear people all the time talking in these sweeping statements about social media, like, oh, it's so bad. Social media is so, oh gosh, it's a really toxic place. It is if you seek out those toxic places. However, I think there's so much good to be created online. And I know that I would never have done half the things that I have done in my life, or I have become, had I not seen it from strangers on the internet. Strangers on the internet told me that it was possible. And again, this is following up from point number 4. Show yourself, show people what's what, help people out. We are craving it, we are looking for it, and you could just be the solution. For more details, check out the box below.